Good evening, T-Rexcellent fans. And in this episode of Carnivorous Collectors, we have all four of the Ferocious pack dinosaurs. The Dsungaripterus, the Miragaia, the Moros, and of course, the most recent rendition of the Velociraptor Blue. So, without further ado, how about I get these guys out of their packs and we get a better look at them. And here we go, all out of their packs. Now, let's start off with the one I'm probably most interested in, the Moros Intrepidus. This is probably my favorite out of the four. I mean, the paint job is just astounding. I really like how it shines in certain light, like such as this. You can see right here. It's a very nice touch. The mixture of green and orange is very nicely done, though once again this figure does suffer a bit from the exact same flaws that many Mattel figures have with their tails, that they're kind of, how do I put this, unbalancedly colored. As you see, like almost in all of this is orange except for a tiny bit here, whereas the rest of it is green and it just feels a little bit off kilter. Still really like it though, because as per usual, my common criticism that the claws are not colored. In fact, the arms are a different color than the rest of the body, and so it is even more standout with this figure. But still, once again, it's just one of those things you come to accept. I really do like this design though. See if I can just get the mouth open. Because these new figures, the jaws and the limbs are quite stiff. You have to really move them, but still it's very sturdy. Like I said, all in all, so far this is probably my favorite out of the four. But let's move on to the other four now and give them a chance to shine, shall we? I'll start off with blue. Now, you may not know this, T-Rexcellent fans, but I actually have many renditions of blue. Like, seriously, a lot. I've actually lost count of how many different blue figures I have. Almost as many T-Rex figures. Now, that's saying something. But as far as a blue figure goes, because I've definitely seen ones that are better than others, this is definitely among the better spectrum. Once again, it feels like her tail should definitely be blue as well, like have the blue stripe as well. So that's a bit of a point against it. But it is generally a good Velociraptor figure, and it does have really good balance, which I appreciate. I just need a better. Very nice. Head has good articulation, so do the arms. Actually, this one has really good articulation. I don't even have to fight at all. The other ones I've usually had to struggle a bit, but yeah, this is a pretty dang good blue figure. Now, on to the other new ones. The Dsungaripterus. Please forgive me if I'm butchering the pronunciation there. It's not my forte. Pretty nice articulation on the jaw there. Really nice head crest. This looks like it was taken right out of Jurassic World Evolution. The wings and the movability are pretty standard for the pterosaurs that come in this size in the Mattel lines. All in all, a very nice pterosaur figure. And now, on to probably the most unique figure in the line, the Miragaia. Now you may not know T-Rexcellent fans, but as I am a big fan of stegosaurs in general, and after the stegosaurus itself, this is probably my favorite stegosaur, just because it's like a real-life hybrid of a stegosaurus and a sauropod, given how long the neck is. And speaking of the neck, it disappointedly does not have that much great maneuverability. It can only go up and down, it does not move side to side, but to be fair, it's probably expected of a figure this size. I would expect greater maneuverability from a larger figure. The spikes are a bit of a mixed bag. The ones around here are really nice, and the plates as well. But as we go down here, and as you can see, these are black, whereas these become green. That's kind of disappointing, I have to admit. The color scheme in the front is really, really good. I just wish they had kept it with the rest of the body. Like, the green and the black around here mesh very well together, but when it's just green, it's kind of dull and unimpressive. But still, the side spikes are at least a white bone color, and I have to admit that looks really nice. It contrasts very well with the black and the yellow around here and the green. So, you know, props to Mattel for that. Thank you. All in all four of these figures are wonderful additions to any Mattel toy collector's collection. My personal favorites out of them are of course the Moros and the Miragaia, and hopefully we can see a larger rendition of this guy in the future, the same size as the Carnivorous or the Stegosaurus we've seen in the Mattel line so far. But until then, that's another episode of Carnivorous Collectors Wrapped Up, T-Rexcellent fans. I'll see you in the next one.